London Bridge is a Victorian station. It was built on a piecemeal basis throughout Victorian times and is a hugely complex station today. It serves about 125,000 people in each rush hour, that's morning and evening. It's a very, very crowded station and is in definite need of some refurbishment. The job itself is very, very complex. We can only do bits at a time. We can't get at the whole station. So what we're really looking for in this was to put a team together that would work together with one goal in mind, which was to rebuild the station. And that's what we tried to achieve from the outset with Network Rail's partner Costain in the job and the designers. And then we brought on board the subcontractors that we think can work with us to achieve this very complex task.
The project really got going in the sort of spring of 2012. That's when the design started and we got into detailed construction planning. It's the fourth busiest train station in the UK, so the staging of the project means that we have to do it in slices, and we take a slice working from the south, we take the existing tracks out of operation, we demolish, create a new concourse, we take the old platforms away, and then we reconstruct, and we do a lot of work before we get to the stage where we put in platforms and canopies back. And what we realised very early on is that an in-situ solution wasn't going to work for us with those really challenging timescales, where we're looking to deliver 15 to sort of 30 metres of platform construction per shift. We really needed a clever solution. And so with the support of Network Rail, we said we need to go out into the marketplace and we need to get a provider who's got that capability to develop a solution with us and work through all this complex design and get us a solution for us until start on site date of October 2013, and that's what we did. So we went out to the marketplace and we were looking for a supplier that really understood our needs, and those needs were centred around developing a buildable solution that could be completed safely in those very demanding timescales. But also we were looking for a collaborative approach, really strong behaviours and people that could come in, integrate into our team and sort of add value and make sure that we achieved that solution. The offering that we got from Prater Watson was excellent and really gave us that confidence that they could develop a technical solution that met the architect's sort of iconic concept for the roof structure, that they got the know-how with their supply chain to bring it all together at the right time, and they got the right behaviours to get involved in the design. So with the use of also with 4D modelling, that really impressed us. It was able to sort of portray the vision to us. We selected them and we progressed at a rapid pace.
The time constraints were significant, and it became quickly evident to us that the only way to deliver the project was in fact to completely unitise the roofing package. The unitising process was actually going to have to take quite a big step forward from an industry perspective in terms of how far that process had been taken previously. The geometry and the structure of the canopies necessitated incorporating a high degree of structural steelwork into the cassettes, and the M&E interface requirement on the project meant that we needed to be in a position to install containment and the ability for wiring in the production line up at Bolton. We looked at the scope of works and the complexity of the project, and it was quickly evident to us that we needed to partner with a major structural steelwork specialist subcontractor. We'd worked with Watsons on a number of occasions before, and we knew that they had the engineering expertise and credentials that would enable delivery, and we decided to invest in design and engineering resource with Watsons to put that concept together.
I think we were quite brave and made quite a large investment in a full-scale prototype, which was built up in Thirsk in North Yorkshire. If you want an athlete to deliver an Olympic performance, then they need to train and they need to be ready for that moment. And with a start on site of October 13 and a very challenging timescale, we didn't have the time to find the problems out when we came to site and to solve them. We needed to be very slick and be able to deliver the work as soon as we arrived. So we built the mock-up, the prototype, and we built it, and we did a lot of focus around lessons learnt, and we took it apart and then we put it back together, and we knew all the issues, the clashes, the interfaces, and we brought maintainers, railway systems, our MEP suppliers, our client, the assurance teams, to make sure that we captured all of their needs. When we came to start, it was a pretty slick operation and delivered the works in the timescales that we needed.
This was a serious investment from Network Rail, and Costain supported that view wholeheartedly. And I think for us, looking back, it was a critical decision that was made, and most certainly the right one, and in our opinion, enabled successful delivery of the first stage of works. The constructability prototype was built, deconstructed and built on a number of occasions using the actual plant, machinery and equipment that was used physically on the London Bridge project. So we used it as a test bed and a training mechanism for the guys that were installing the work on site. And what we learned from that process was invaluable and certainly enabled us to safely construct the first stage of works at London Bridge.
There was never going to be the opportunity for individual teams setting up or doing something differently. We wanted one team that worked together and dealt with all the problems together all the way through. So it's a purely collaborative enterprise that Network Rail set off with the designers and Costain initially, then brought the rest of the supply chain on the same ethos. And that's the only way that we can deliver this job.